I'm just going to say afternoon, everybody. I was trying to work on my truck, trying to get that starter bolt out. But due to my injuries, see, I was trying to work on my truck. I'm a little dirty on the hip fingers, greased up. I can barely hold anything well up high for a long period of time in this hand. It starts to hurt a lot. Like right now, I'm feeling it. Like it's very hard to hold my arm up. See, I can do this all day long on this one. I can even go up like up here. But this one, right, I can't go any more than that. And it hurts. Right beside the shoulder blade, around the shoulder blade, underneath the shoulder blade, I think. It's so much pain. I believe these doctors today do not respect the patient's health. I think they're more looking for a paycheck these days. And why can we never ever find a really good doctor? I've been to so many doctors, and even this one, his name's Dr. Silver. He's done more tests than any doctor. Well, actually, from my family doctor, I went to see him. So after my family doctor passed away, I had him. Well, I told him the exact thing I told my family doctor, everything. He's done every test, and he's found some alarming things, which I can't really remember what he said, but he stated that he would take a stand on the trial. Dave Mottola, you screwed me around as my boss. You let me down as an employee. Willowbrook also. Willowbrook Motors in Langley, BC. I can barely work on anything with this arm. Like, I am so sick and tired of it. I keep trying to do everything, but I move around, I'm active. I get out there with my dog once in a while when my body allows me. Like, when this injury allows me to go do stuff, I do stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be in pain. Every day I wake up, I'm in pain. I feel this every day. Every fucking day. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of not being able to use this arm and going out. See, I could do this all day, but this, no, I can't do that. It stops, like, literally. Here, let me see if there's a difference here, actually, in shoulder height. Well, take the muscle shirt off, too. Don't have the muscles for it, but hell. Kind of like straighter or more like this one, kind of different looking than this one. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the injury that I sustained from my last job. I'm not happy being on disability. It's pulling a toll on my daily life. This injury is pulling a toll on my life every day. But the only way we can resolve things is buying a lawyer, paying for a lawyer that, frankly, I don't have that type of money. Especially if I had that type of money, I'd be buying a different type of lawyer. I would like to buy a few lawyers, but I don't have that money. And what really sucks, I believe if everybody had lawyers at their needs at any time they needed help with on anything, like just really tough, just situations that you get into that you will really need some bigger people to deal with. that ones that have more experience in. So yeah, I'm tired of this pain. So if there's a lawyer that will fight WCB because they denied me, my boss denied me, they all screwed me around, and it's not fun. Getting screwed around in life ain't pretty. Puts a damper on a lot of on a lot of things in life, but also tears down the person. So yeah, had a lot of shit done to me over my life, and it's time for me to get even with all these people, and that is finding the lawyers, hurting them, not violently, but in their pocketbook, because when you take their money, they can't eat, they cannot survive right. So therefore, if I take their money, I'm doing good, because the situations they put me in makes me uncomfortable. So if there's lawyers out there that are willing to step up and help me out, I need some help with this. I believe I need surgery for it, because if I got surgery, there'd be a different outcome here. They would understand, yeah, he was dealing with a serious injury. Like what? I got a hernia at the same time, but being a male didn't do nothing about it. Because why? It didn't hurt. This was bothering me more. But then any pain that I got on my body took the pain away from here. So I didn't focus it too much on here. It was just on that other part where I injured. So yeah, I sustained a left side injury and a hernia from that motorbike that my boss asked me to move into the shop. An FJ1200 crotch rocket with the saddlebags on the side and the top. That pig was a heavy bike. I didn't think of it, but you know what? The amount of times I told a boss no doesn't work out in your favor when you tell them no. So I've told numerous bosses no, and I got in trouble for it. So I didn't say nothing. I wasn't going to say no, because everyone that I've dealt with, bosses, the outcome is different when you tell them. So when you don't argue with them or tell them no, then, you know, you just listen to them. It goes a little better. But fortunately, this injury stained me. My last job was 08. I was making $14 an hour to making now chump change on disability. I barely do anything because of this injury now. I cannot even work on my truck, but I am going to push it. Because what? I don't have the type of money for a mechanic to do it. So I'm left to do it, all my work on my vehicle by myself. Whether I know how to do it or not, gotta learn somewhere, right? So I've been doing a lot of work on my vehicles over the years. Small, little, minor things like, you know, alternator, battery, spark plugs. I even done a field pump in an S10, jacked the bed up. What else? Done brakes. But I've never really taken apart an engine and rebuilt it. I do got a 1981 Malibu Classic 2-door that supposedly has a big block, dang it. Supposedly it's a Pontiac Trans Am big block 400. So if that's the case, rebuilding that should give a lot more ponies. A little more. Ooh. Alright, well, I blabbed on a lot of different things, but mainly this injury pulls a toll on my life, big time. I didn't really video much. Like, I do have some video of me working under my truck, but I just stopped after a bit because I was getting frustrated. And when I get frustrated, that's when my words start coming out. My English words, like, you know, the ones that people get their butt hurt over. Alright, well, you all have a great afternoon. I'm going to just relax I've been working on a video saving it. So I'm just going to upload this one too today. So thumb up. And if there's any lawyers that want to help me, yes, it might be a little too late, but I got reasons why. One of them is not having the proper people around you to go to and talk to. Not having the type of people when you are in these situations to let know. That will do the right thing. See, for him, when this injury happened, on the 25th, after the 2 months I got back, I noticed there was 2 new people on the lot, but they were not coming around the wash bay. By the afternoon, the boss called me into the office and said, hey, we're going to lay you off due to shortage of work. You can collect unemployment and sit on your butt for the summer. Which, that's unacceptable. He was just brushing it under the carpet so he didn't have to pay premiums or whatever the heck it was to deal with this injury. Because this is probably severe. And being severe and not being able to do anything now with your arm, yeah, I think he knew what he was doing to cover his ass. So, and I got screwed in the end. It's not fair when people have money and they can screw you around. It's not fun when people screw you around at all. I've had a lot of hard shit in my life. I know how to deal with a lot of people in a way. But, you know, people are going to be who they are. They're going to do what they do. So, I'm going to do what I do. Whether anybody likes it or not, what I do, there'll always be haters everywhere. I'm not offended because, well, my circle is small. My circle is small. So I have a tight circle where there's no loose lips. I don't hang around people because too many people are idiots these days. People want to do stupid or not even be successful. See, I want to be successful, but it's not that easy where I come from. So I guess me doing YouTube, started my YouTube back in 2009 and never doing anything to it till I don't know how many years after. But yeah, I'm doing it because, well, I want to be rich. I want to see what it feels like to be rich. So with all you guys supporting me and helping me out, even the haters, the trolls, I love you all. I do. You give me the views, and I appreciate it. But also, I didn't want to have to air my dirty laundry really out online. But I'm left with no choice, nowhere to turn. So the only option is that. Just show people where I come from. I don't talk much, I don't say much. I'm actually a pretty quiet person. I am a little loud on my video games, yes. But who ain't? I come across a lot of kids on the video games that have more dirtier mouths than me and the people I play with on the game. To a point where I would say, how about you put your mom or dad on the mic and they will not be letting you play this game anymore. They probably actually put a bar of soap in their mouth after I have a talk with them. Because kids should not be using those type of words. It's words I rarely use. I use only certain ones, but hell. Kids on video games today are foul-mouthed. Except for the good ones. I've come across foul-mouthed kids and really good kids. Even played with people that are 60 years old on Battlefield. So yeah, I played with from different ages all the way up to 60. And there are some old parts on Battlefield that are really good. Well, I'm going on a little too much here, so it's just a matter. It's because I don't have no one to talk to. So if anybody wants to chat, or just, I don't know, shoot the shit or whatever, hit me up on Google. Don't be shy. I might be shy a bit, but don't be shy. Just say hi to me. I'm not a bad person. I'm actually a pretty good, decent person. I come from a hard life, but I still got a head on my shoulders. But this one's almost done. It's at 80% right now, so I gotta wait I think I gotta wait till like 5 o'clock before I can go out anywhere. I gotta get a bigger punch. Something that's a little bigger that I can get into that spot and be able to get a good grip on it with this arm, because holding up like that, I get a lot of pain. So then laying underneath the vehicle, you know, doing that, it's so hard. This is so hard to do that. I could do this all day with this hand, but come to this, to even a point where I thought about, you know, maybe the pain will go away if I just lost my arm. But that wouldn't be the case, because I still have the pain. It's not in my arm. It's in my back, behind my shoulder blade, or near my shoulder blade. So that's got to say something. If anybody's ever had an injury like this, or a severe ripping injury down the back, the sound and sensation like when you rip down a towel and almost blacking out, to like basically blacking out where you're seeing just a bit of yellow in your eyes, and then those little stars like when you get almost knocked out or hit. Yeah, I had that, but I don't understand how I controlled my blackout off of it. I think it could have been because of that heavy bike. And maybe a little bit with my father watching over me while I worked. See, I was in, I guess, the same thing he was doing. Started off where he worked. Not at the same place, but in a different car lot. And I've worked 3 car lots, but I also worked at the same car lot that he worked at. So maybe I might be able to go get a few stories from the main couple of his friends that maybe know him very well that I don't know nothing about. So maybe we'll see about that. I'll talk around, I'll go down there and see what I can come up with, and see if they want to do a video on it. But till then, you all have a great afternoon. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. I don't know if it's my disability payday. I'm going to have to phone in and find out, but I really don't worry about it too much anymore. I just let it hit my bank, keep on doing whatever I do to occupy my days, just to try to make my days go a little smoother. But it's not easy. Alright. Y'all have an awesome Wednesday. I'm out. Thumbs up.